Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We're back on the Glovel glove, and we're here with John today. He's being a huge help. Instead of seeing what counters Glovel, we're gonna be seeing what Glovel counters. So first we're gonna be looking at the snow glove to see if whenever you're in the actual Glovel ability, if you're slowed down. Okay, hit me. So I'm slow now, and if I go in, and I immediately go out, I'm not slow anymore. That's a little way that you can avoid being slow. So next we're going to be looking at the stun glove to see if the Glovel can counter the stun's EMP ability. So if you stun me, I can't use the ability in that. I wonder if whenever I'm in the digging animation if it does anything. Now. Oh, I'm stuck. But okay, so it does counter stun. It does, but you can get a little bit stuck and probably get slapped if you do get stunned. So next we're gonna see if Pusher actually cancels the digging animation. Big war. Use it. Oh, you do get pushed, but you go under it. Interesting. I wonder whenever you're actually like digging. Oh, you get pushed away, but it doesn't cancel it. We're gonna see if Replica can target a Glovel whenever they're underground. Interesting. So he just kind of sits there. Oh, I can push him. Bye-bye. So it looks like Glovel is actually a counter to Replica. Next we're gonna look at if Duelists will pull a Glovel while the Glovel's in the digging animation to the Duelist arena. So while I'm digging, like this. No, it doesn't work. But if you get close, it does. Another thing about it is whenever actually in the dueling area, you can just go out with the Glovel. It does kick you out of the actual ability though, since you are falling. I'm gonna say that Glovel does counter Duelist here. Next we're gonna take a look at stop. Whenever I'm digging the hole, we're gonna see if John can stop me and if that cancels it. Now? Oh, that does! No, I can still move. That's a bit of a 50-50, I'd say. Because you can stop me while I'm in the actual, like, digging animation. Oh, I am stopped for a second, but it doesn't kick me out of the actual ability. I'll give stop a 50-50 on that one. Or actually, no, I think I'll give it a 25 out of 100% chance of winning against a Glovel. Because you can stop the Glovel while they're digging and slap them, but if they're in the going into the actual hole animation, then you can't stop them, or you can, but it will be pretty difficult to counter them at that point. So track, table flip, ping pong, baller, all of those are going to be deterrents, so they most likely will counter a Glovel whenever they're in the digging animation, but I wouldn't always use them because once they're actually in the hole, they could sneak up on you and get you. I'd say that Meteor is probably going to be one of your best counters, at least a 75 out of 100, because whenever they're in that actual digging animation, they can't move, so your Meteors will hit them. I'd give Sun either a 75 or a 50% chance, because like Meteor, whenever they're in that digging animation, they will not be able to move, so you can probably hit them with the Sun, but at the same time, if you don't have a high charge, you might miss, or it will be too slow. So it's either 50 or 75, you just kind of have to luck out on this one. So now we're going to see if Black Hole can actually get a Glovel while they are digging a hole. Use the Black Hole. Oh, so Black Hole doesn't work at all. I can go under and around the Black Hole and it not tag me. So you obviously have your one-shots, especially God's Hand. God's Hand time stop will definitely affect digging. So all of your one-shots, Overkill, the Flex, Error, God's Hand will all be counters to the Glovel. So Glovel does not win here. So here on Holojack, I'm gonna say that Holojack does not counter Glovel because whenever you're actually in the ground, you can probably easily avoid the jack-o'-lantern and get close to them to the point where if the Holojack user is too close to you, then they can't actually hit you with their ability, and therefore the glove doesn't do as much knockback. So I'm gonna say that Glovel wins on this one. So here, Bomb, Bubble, Jet, Shard, these are all most likely going to counter Glovel. So these, if someone is in a lobby and is using these, don't use Glovel, because if you do end up getting getting targeted by them, then you'll have to switch to a different glove because these will all counter Glovel. So what happens whenever Bob is spawned on a Glovel user and the Glovel user is in the ground? Let's go see. So John, use Bob on me. Interesting, I'm not getting hit by Bob. Do I die to Bob? No, I'm completely immune. Interesting. That's pretty good, actually. You just take Bob around. So I'm gonna say that Glovel does counter Bob because Bob cannot get you whenever you're in the ground, but he does follow you, so beware of that. Also, it's pretty difficult to get rid of him because the bridge is hard to get across whenever it's pitch black. So I wouldn't use Glovel against Bob, but it is a pretty good counter. So for Detonator, I'll probably put a clip up on screen of Ray using Detonator while I'm in the ground. Okay, come here. Hit me with Detonator. Okay, so now I'm gonna go under the ground. And now, okay, so yeah, it does counter Detonator. That's a bit interesting. Okay, hit me again, and then while I'm shoveling, use it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's a 50-50 on Detonator. So Glitch is probably gonna be one of the better ones because obviously whenever you're in the ground you'll be immune to the glitch. But if you are digging the hole, then you may get sucked into the glitch. So this is a 50-50. Oh, I definitely say that you'll counter Flame Ring because whenever you're actually in the ground, if the Flame Ring user is on you, if it does have its Flame Ring tracked onto you, then the Flame Ring will not be able to get you because you are actually in the ground. Ooh, what happens with Psycho whenever you're in the ground but they still have the Psycho on you? So I'm gonna have John hit me with Psycho, and then I'll go into the ground and then use Psycho. Interesting. What? What? Okay, so little side note here. John can't actually see my body, but I can. It looks like I'm just normally using the glove's ability to him, and it looks the opposite for me, obviously, and I don't know how to explain that here. What is this? Am I actually invisible? Okay, so John is saying that I'm invisible to him. Oh, so on my screen, I am still... Okay, so I have the trail. I have no face. I'm not... My arm is out, but I'm not actually holding the glove. But on John's screen, I'm still in the actual hole. You did pull me towards you. That's really weird. And then I just go out. That's so odd. Okay, obviously be aware of Retro because all three of its abilities are all AoE, so they will knock you out of your digging animation, but if you are in the ground, then you cannot be hit. So for the last one, Run will not affect you whenever you're in the ground or in the digging animation, unless that's been changed. So let's see. Okay, so whenever I'm digging the hole, interesting. Okay, so yeah, you're not affected. Unless they use it early, you are not, or unless they use it late, then you are not affected by Run. Yeah, so if they use it late, then you won't be affected by Run. But if they use it just on time, then they will get you. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you to John for helping me out. We all love John. He's so cool. This only took 30 minutes to record, so thank you for that, and I'll see you in the next video.